FLC coming up in a couple of weeks, so I wanted to try to disseminate some of my knowledge from working as a state FFA officer and then in multiple roles with the National FFA organization over the past couple of years of just workshop facilitation tips. Now, my job with state officer programs is to teach state officers this over the span of 3 days. We have 3 minutes, so buckle up and let's learn all this. I'm going to show you really quickly the bread and butter that National FFA teaches people to formulate a workshop. This left-hand stuff, getting the info, audience analysis, action. Students are never going to see that, but that drives everything else you do on the right-hand side. So those are all the elements they talk about. I want to focus in a little bit on where it says support point application. That repeats for every single objective you do. Support and application are activities that highlight the point. Let's put it in teacher terms. So connections and interest approach. Preview more so is your cognitive connect. Your review helps with that a little bit too at the end, but it's an activity as well, like your summary. Your point to content. We want to make sure we know our point first before we create a supporting activity, because a supporting activity without the point is just a game. And our application is another activity for students to be able to take it and use it. Let's take it another step further, back to AE 311 with Kolb's experiential learning model. We're going to walk students through an experience process every single time. And the biggest mistake I see facilitators make is a thing called front loading. You ask like one question, student says yes, you tell them all the information. Make them earn it. We're going to walk them through this process, make them tell you what the point is. So let's walk through an example. Let's say we're making students work together to create a circle, blindfolded, communication skills, whatnot. They have a concrete experience. We ask them what questions. What happened? Well, we made a circle. Okay, let's reflect on a little bit deeper. Did it go well? No, it didn't. Why didn't it go well? We're in that analysis piece. After they say their communication was poor, we dig deeper. How can we apply this in our role as chapter officers? Take it home. Direction sets. This is the format. Go word, engage the body. 3 actions, more than that, students get confused. Moment of clarity, ask what questions there are. Review everything, give them a time limit, send them on their way. This is the big outline format. Don't make direction sets longer than that, but let's look at an example of it. On scramble, we would jump out of our seats, find the hidden note cards, and collect them on the front table. What questions on there? Jump, seek, collect, do this as fast as possible, scramble. We don't need all of this every single time. Go words for reflective state set the wrong tone. If we're like on bananas, we're going to write in our journals. Don't do that. Additionally, some just language tips. We, not you, creates inclusive environment in the classroom. Direct the focus. If you tell students at the beginning, like, hey, we're going to do this on a sticky note, they're going to grab the sticky note and not listen to the rest of your directions. Do that at the end. We'll be writing this on the sticky note in front of us at the end of your directions. And tell them what to do, not what to do. Don't say don't run, tell them to walk. Some random facts or tips too. I use 3 playlists. So an upbeat playlist when you want them high energy, or reflective playlist when you want them in the fields, and then a working playlist. Dr. Foster has a good example of that, of taking the lyrics out of stuff, so they're just working, just moving along with it. Have your celebration, snaps, claps, mini dabs, all that stuff. And in my personal experience, don't overuse the attention grabbers, like the if you can hear me clap once, because students will get conditioned to not listen to you unless you do that. So don't do that. But overall, have fun. Dr. Foster says, let your freak flag fly. Put on the weird hat. Put on the weird clothes. The more you get into your workshop, the more the students are going to jump into it as well, dive into the content and take meaning from it. That's all. Love to talk with you more about it.